All right, we're going to take a look here at the American League postseason picture. Really, the postseason picture brought to you by Scott's. If the playoffs started today, Seattle has a 4-game lead over Baltimore for the number 3 AL wildcard spot. If the postseason were to begin today, the M's would travel to Cleveland for the 3-game wildcard series. Now, Seattle has won 6 of 7 games versus the Guardians this year, including a 3-game sweep at Progressive Field back in early September. One of the reasons the Guardians, or rather the Mariners, are having so much success is because of the work of Erik Swanson. I've wanted to talk to you, Erik, for a couple of weeks now. So glad that you were able to join us today. And last night notwithstanding, you have had a tremendous season. I want to talk a little bit about what has made you so successful on the Hill this year. Tell me more.
Yeah, obviously last night a little bit of a tough one, but long season. Things like that tend to happen, but no, definitely been a big season for me, big season for us. Just trying to continue to do that going into this last little stretch here.
Erik, you don't give up a lot of free passes. What has allowed you to be so stingy?
Yeah, just attack the strike zone. Getting ahead of guys, not giving guys free bases is kind of the biggest thing right now. Just trying to get ahead in the count and being able to put guys away in 4 or 5 pitches is kind of the biggest thing at this moment.
5th best earned run average, Erik, in the American League. How much do you pay attention to that? And if not so much as far as the ERA, what numbers do you focus on?
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to pay attention to that. With the amount of things that we look at in the clubhouse every day, whether it's meetings, whatever it may be, those numbers kind of always pop up a little bit. And I understand the season that I'm having right now, so it's kind of been fun to be able to continue to do that. But yeah.
You were traded to the Mariners in November of 2018 in the deal for James Paxton and Justice Sheffield. Tell me a little bit about what it's been like there in a Mariners uniform, and I'm sure you guys all hear about the long postseason drought, which hopefully, if all goes well, you finally can break that.
Yeah, no, I love it over here. Having the opportunity to come over here in the offseason of 18 as a starter didn't exactly work out being in the bullpen now, but finally finding my groove at this point, and it's been great. I mean, you kind of hear the buzz over the years of, it has been 20-plus years since Seattle Mariners have made it to the postseason, and that's something that we're all trying to get back to. It's been awesome seeing the city of Seattle this year, how much they've been behind us, and the amount of fans that we've had at our games, the amount of support, just trying to get back to that and, kind of make a push for it right now.
Yeah, selfishly, I can't wait until I get to cover you guys in the postseason because you guys have the best Japanese restaurant there, Japanesa for sushi. They're open late, Erik, after games, so be sure you go over there. All right, you guys have 14 games remaining in the schedule. The A's, the Royals, the Rangers, and the Tigers. If you look at it on paper, I would like your chances, but as we all know, that's why you guys play the game. How much weight do you put into the remainder of the schedule in terms of your opponent?
I mean, we all look at it. You kind of know what it is, but at the end of the day, you're still playing big league ball clubs. It's very hard to win baseball games in the big leagues, but as long as we keep continuing to do what we've been doing this year, I like our chances. I like where we're at. Just stick to playing good baseball and kind of finish out this stretch strong.
All right, born in North Dakota. I know that you're a big fan of North Dakota State University. When did you get into baseball? Because there's not a lot of baseball going on there, from my understanding.
Yeah, so I was born in North Dakota, bounced around growing up a little bit. I lived in Indiana, and then I actually went to high school in Cincinnati, Ohio. So when I was down a little bit further south, that's kind of when I got into it, around like 7 or 8 years old, and going into Cincinnati kind of had a little bit more opportunity than I'm sure I would have in Fargo, North Dakota, and then actually moved back to Fargo once I got drafted. So
All right, my sister lives in Belfield, North Dakota, if you know how small Belfield, North Dakota is, so I can only imagine. All right, tell me more about Tucker the Bat Dog. I am obsessed with the fact that the Mariners have a dog, and even more obsessed with the fact that they adopted Tucker. Tell me more about playing with him.
Yeah, he's been something that we've talked about since my first year here in 2019. It's something that we kind of got together as a team and voted on in the past. Unfortunately, it just didn't work out until this year. And then we talked about it again this spring training and finally was able to bring him in the clubhouse here a couple months ago. And it's been fun. It's been fun having him run around the clubhouse. Just kind of a easy escape when you want to get back in and go over there and lay down with him, throw the tennis ball around with him, or whatever you want to do. But he's been cool to have around.
Yeah, I saw your tweet that said endless belly and head scratches. So thank you guys for adopting Tucker. And you just became a dad yourself in July. Tell me about how your perspective perhaps has changed. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, my daughter, actually my second child. I have a son that's 2.5 right now. But it's one of the best things ever. Now having a daughter in the mix as well. I'm sure she's going to have me wrapped around her finger here in the next few years. But no, it's the best feeling in the world. It's awesome to be able to go home after a day at the ballpark and go back to those two.
All right, a dad of 2 and now officially a girl dad. Erik, congratulations on a tremendous season thus far. Best of luck the rest of the way. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.